When a hurricane forms, we all turn to the news, waiting for updates that could mean the difference between safety and disaster. These warnings are more than just information, they are a lifeline. They tell us when to prepare, when to evacuate, and how to protect our families. Without clear alerts, chaos and destruction would be far greater. The seconds before a storm hits are critical. A clear warning can save lives. Imagine a coastal family. Should they board up windows or leave entirely? The information they get shapes every decision. Confusing messages cause hesitation, and hesitation can be deadly. That's why the quality of hurricane warnings is a matter of public safety. For decades, we've relied on a system to communicate danger, but it's not perfect. As storms grow stronger and more intense, our warning tools must evolve. It's not just about wind, it's about rising water and the sheer size of the storm. We need a system that tells the whole story, not just part of it. This isn't just a conversation for scientists. It's for everyone in a storm's path. Emergency managers, coastal residents, and anyone who's ever felt dread looking at a weather map all depend on these warnings. Improving our warning systems is a collective effort. We must examine what's worked and what's failed. By demanding a better, more comprehensive system, we take a crucial step toward a safer future. The goal is simple: keep people safe. Every person in the storm's path deserves to understand the full scope of the danger. It's about more than just the wind, it's about survival. Our warning system must evolve with the storms. The stakes are too high for anything less. Let's demand a system that truly protects us all. The future of hurricane safety depends on it. For over 50 years, the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale has been our main tool for measuring hurricane strength. You know the categories. Category 1 is the weakest. Category 5 the most catastrophic. This scale was a breakthrough, giving us a simple way to talk about hurricane intensity. But it focuses on just one thing: maximum sustained wind speed. A Category 1 hurricane has winds of 74 to 95 miles per hour. Category 3, 111 to 129. Category 5, 157 or higher. The system has saved lives by highlighting wind danger, but its simplicity is also its flaw. The Saffir-Simpson scale was created before we fully understood all hurricane threats. It doesn't factor in rain or storm surge. It only tells you about the wind. This can be dangerously misleading. Someone might hear Category 1 and decide to stay put, not realizing the storm could bring catastrophic flooding or surge. The category number, based only on wind, gives a false sense of security. It fails to communicate the true risk. Time and again, water, not wind, is the biggest killer in a hurricane. The scale doesn't warn about that. We need a system that reflects all the dangers, not just the wind. Relying on a single number is no longer enough. Our understanding of hurricanes has evolved. Our warning system must evolve too. Lives depend on it. It's time for a better way. A hurricane is more than a spinning mass of wind. It's a complex, deadly event. One of its most lethal threats is storm surge, a massive dome of water pushed ashore, flooding neighborhoods in minutes. Storm surge is the leading cause of hurricane deaths, yet the Saffir-Simpson scale says nothing about it. Then there's rain. Hurricanes can dump feet of water, causing catastrophic inland flooding far from the coast. A slow-moving storm, even with weak winds, can devastate entire regions with rain. The current scale ignores this hidden danger. Storm size matters too. Some hurricanes are compact, others stretch hundreds of miles, impacting more communities. Two storms with the same wind speed can have vastly different impacts if one is much larger. The scale treats them as equals, missing crucial context. Hurricanes can also spawn tornadoes, adding another layer of risk. These tornadoes, often hidden in rain, can cause pockets of extreme damage. Again, the category number doesn't capture this threat. A hurricane is a triple threat: wind, water, and size. Our rating system only accounts for one. This leaves people unprepared for the real dangers. We need a system that tells the whole story. The stakes are too high for half measures. It's time to move beyond wind alone. Our safety depends on it. Let's demand a warning system that matches the complexity of the storms we face. Recent storms are pushing the limits of our current scale. Hurricanes are getting stronger, fueled by warmer oceans. We've seen storms with winds far beyond the old Category 5 definition. Some scientists suggest adding a Category 6 for truly unprecedented storms. But even that would only address wind. The real solution is a multi-factor rating system. Imagine warnings that rate wind, rainfall, and storm surge separately. A storm could be W3 for wind, R5 for rain, S4 for surge. This gives a complete picture of the dangers ahead. No more relying on a single misleading number. People could see if their biggest risk is wind, flooding, or surge. This approach empowers smarter, targeted preparations. It's a revolutionary shift, one that matches the complexity of modern storms. The time for a one-size-fits-all warning is over. We need a system that saves more lives. Imagine a new, multi-factor rating system that empowers the public like never before. Instead of a single number, you'd see a dashboard: wind, rain, and storm surge, each rated 1 to 5. For coastal families, a high surge rating means it's time to evacuate, not just for wind but for rising water. Inland, a high rainfall rating signals the need to prepare for flooding. This approach shows that every hurricane is different, with its own unique threats. A modern system would communicate this personality, helping people visualize the specific dangers. Is this a windstorm, a rainstorm, a surge storm, or all three? Simple visual answers cut through confusion and complacency. People can make personal risk assessments based on their location. This clarity is crucial, especially in areas prone to hurricane fatigue. A Category 1 with a rainfall rating of 5 would break through complacency and prompt action. Every storm is different. Our warnings should reflect that. This new system gives people the knowledge they need to take every storm seriously. It's about more than numbers. It's about saving lives. The right information at the right time changes everything. We need a system that adapts to each storm's unique threats. The future of hurricane safety depends on it. Let's make it happen. History proves the Saffir-Simpson scale isn't enough. Hurricane Harvey in 2017 made landfall as a Category 4, but its real devastation came from days of relentless rain, over 60 inches in some areas, causing catastrophic flooding. The scale didn't warn Houston about this historic flood threat. As Harvey weakened, its wind category disappeared, but the danger only grew. A multi-factor system would have shown a catastrophic rainfall rating, alerting people to the true risk. Hurricane Sandy in 2012 lost its hurricane status before landfall, creating confusion. Many relaxed, thinking the danger had passed, but Sandy's massive size pushed a devastating surge into New York and New Jersey. The surge, not the wind, caused most of the deaths and damage. Hurricane Florence in 2018 weakened to Category 1 before landfall, but brought days of flooding across 2 states. People focused on the number, not the threat. These storms, Harvey, Sandy, Florence, show why focusing only on wind is dangerous. The deadliest impacts often come from water, not wind. Our warning system must reflect that reality. We can't afford to repeat these mistakes. A better system could save lives. The evidence is clear. It's time to change how we warn about hurricanes. The stakes are too high for anything less. A new rating system would revolutionize how officials and emergency managers prepare for storms. They make tough decisions: when to evacuate, where to send resources. They need the best information possible. A multi-factor system gives them detailed intelligence, wind, surge, and rain ratings. This allows for targeted evacuations and smarter resource deployment. If surge is the main threat, evacuate surge zones. If rain is the threat, prepare for inland flooding. It avoids the one-size-fits-all response of a single category. Communication improves too. Officials can explain exactly why an evacuation is ordered, not for wind, but for surge. This builds trust and encourages compliance. The result: more efficient responses, less confusion, and more lives saved. It's a smarter, more precise way to protect communities. The right information leads to better decisions. That's how we build safer communities. Clearer warnings create a chain reaction of positive effects. When people understand their specific risks, they take better action, reducing the burden on first responders. A multi-factor system teaches the public to think about hurricanes in a more sophisticated way. Over time, communities become more resilient and weather-aware. Businesses benefit too, making smarter decisions to protect property and livelihoods. This minimizes losses and speeds recovery. Ultimately, it's about building a culture of preparedness based on knowledge, not guesswork. The Saffir-Simpson scale is outdated in an age that demands precision. We have the technology and forecasting skill. Our rating system should match our science. Empowering officials and the public with detailed information is the next step. It's how we live more safely with hurricanes. The time to act is now. As a storm approaches, clarity is everything. The debate over hurricane ratings isn't just for meteorologists, it's about saving lives. The Saffir-Simpson scale's focus on wind leaves us blind to water, the true killer. We've seen the tragic consequences: floods from weak storms, deadly surges from storms that lost their category. We wouldn't accept a medical diagnosis that only looked at one symptom. We shouldn't accept a hurricane warning that only looks at wind. Adopting a multi-factor system is common sense. It gives people the information they need to make the best decisions for safety. It empowers officials to act smarter and faster. Today, let's resolve to be better prepared. Knowledge is power, and it saves lives. The next monster storm is coming. By changing how we warn, we can change the outcome.